KKHT wants you to meet three of the classiest guys in real estate.
I am Chris Kelso, the maestro of mortgage.
I am Rob Cook, the godfather of real estate.
And I'm Joe Orsack, the king of credit swing. And together, we're
the Real Estate Rat Pack.
Much like us, real estate right now is smoking hot. So whether it's buying, selling, or owning, you need to check out the Real Estate Rat Pack.
They're here to take your calls and answer your questions live. Call now, 1-800-808-5548. And now, the Real Estate Rat Pack!
Chris, I'm surprised you had the energy to do that this morning.
Yes, you know me, Rob.
Yesterday.
I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I'll keep going and going and going.
So. Yeah, your batteries look a little low, man. I'm just saying.
No. Trust me, they are nice and recharged after what Rob and I did yesterday.
Yes, and of course Michelle at the Golden Nugget said she'd be listening this morning. So hello, Michelle. I hope you're listening. So.
I hope she is too. You know, we had a great time. Took a bus full of great individuals out from Sugar Land to the Golden Nugget. Had a good time on the bus, and we ate so many king crab legs for their seafood spectacular Friday.
The scars on your hands there.
Non-stop scars all over my hand. It's crazy.
Show the audience,
Chris. He did something. There it is, right there.
Well, we have a jam-packed show today. We've got a lot of stuff to get to and a lot of stuff to cover, but we also brought on an amazing charity that I had the opportunity to tour their facility out in the Atascocita area, fell in love with the organization and what they're doing. So I want to welcome on Incuding Kids. I got the name right? Incuding Kids.
Including Kids.
Including Kids.
Yes.
Just want you guys to share, first of all, who you are, and then just tell us a little bit about the charity and what y'all are up to.
Sure. Thank you for inviting us today, Joe. My name is Aaron Javner. I'm the Director of Development for Including Kids, and this is Ashlyn Ivy, and she's over marketing.
Hello.
Hello.
What we do is we help kids with autism. Our main site is based in Humble, but we actually have families and youth that we serve from 12 counties in the area.
Fantastic.
And what got you involved with assisting children with autism? I mean, it's one of the things I'm fascinated with it because I have a lot of friends who have children who have autism, you know, and you got different levels of autistic children right there. But we've also seen a major growth in the amount of children nowadays that are being diagnosed with autism. And it used to be 1 in 100,000. Now it's 1 in, 68 or something like that. I mean, it's gone. Wow. The numbers are just astronomical at this point. You know, what got you involved?
Well, you know what? I have been in the nonprofit world for about 10 years, and I've always had a passion for helping nonprofits that help kids.
Right.
And so for me, when I found this organization that helped kids with autism, what sold me was day one when I actually went and did a tour and actually got to sit down with a therapist and see what they do and the impact that they make on those kids.
Wow.
Aaron was very involved with the Boy Scouts.
Right.
Yeah. We're fellow scouts.
Fellow scouts right there.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's really important to know that it's something right now. You mentioned 1 in 68. It is something that is unfortunately grown a lot over the past 10, 15, 20 years to a level in which we're now hearing a lot about Autism Speaks. We're hearing a lot about, what's going on right there.
And a lot of that also was due to the fact they didn't diagnose it correctly.
Right.
It had been going on long before that, but they just didn't know what it was. And now they're trying to recognize that there's varying levels and degrees of autism, and there's some highly functional autistics. And
that is correct.
So I think that's part of it. It's just awareness.
And I think, yes, and I think one of the big things Including Kids is focused on is inclusion, the idea that, every child needs the opportunity to succeed. And what we do is just give them that intensive therapy that they need so that they can be successful and be a part. And great thing that businesses can do is just, you could come visit the site, you could have the kids come to your site. It's great just to be involved,
One of the coolest things that what I really, really, really loved about the charity was that the whole concept was that they were taking from the earliest age and working with these children all the way through the high school age, and even had like work programs. I know you guys had something with HEB. Is that right? HEB?
Yeah, we actually have quite a few new partnerships. We have a partnership with HEB, Walgreens, and actually we recently formed a partnership with Memorial Hermann also.
Oh, very cool. I did not know that. So these kids are being developed and worked with to get them to be as productive members of society as possible. So they eventually get them out into work programs so that they can be self-sufficient and moving around in society and happy and healthy.
And I think you were asking Aaron what drew him to the cause, and I think one important thing is that you don't think about children with autism. They might not be able to tell you that they're hurt or I love you, and to hear them say their first words, that's what did it for me. Like kids that had never said a word, and then they can tell their parents, hey, I love you. It's phenomenal. It really is.
Wow. Now, y'all have a fundraiser coming up, right?
We do. We have a gala celebration coming up on April 18th, and it's going to be held at the Houston Aquarium.
At the Houston Aquarium.
Downtown. Yes,
Downtown.
Downtown.
Okay.
And even that is kind of cool and unique how they're approaching it. It's not a one of those kind of a silent auction or raise money while you're there. Squeeze everybody who shows up. It's a buy a ticket thing, and that is your donation. And you tell it better than I do, but I love the idea that you had with it. So
yeah, well, and the thing is, I've been talking with a lot of different donors and parents and people who are interested in supporting us, and what they said is that there are so many galas going on that they wanted something different. And so what's different about our event is that the money is going to be raised beforehand, so it's more of a celebration to celebrate the success of what we've done. There's not going to be any auction items. There's not going to be any squeeze for money at the event. We're actually going to be giving away prizes. We're going to be having a fun evening to celebrate the success and to show the impact that they can make by helping kids with autism.
So you don't have to feel guilty if you show up like, oh gosh, I didn't bring my checkbook.
You don't need to bring your checkbook.
And when does that take place again?
April 18th.
April 18th.
Now the facility. Describe the facility. Is it how many people can it take care of it at one time?
Oh, our facility? Well, we have a lot of community outreach programs, as well as we have a full-time program, a part-time program, after school, community outreach. The main site, I think we have a little under 30 kids, and each child has their own therapist, so it's one-to-one all day. And then we also have outreach programs, and we have partnerships with private schools where we'll have a therapist go in if they don't need quite as much support. And so they'll still have including kids there when they need us, but they're allowed to be included in the classroom.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
That is awesome.
We want to make sure that people know how to participate with you guys, how to support the gala, how to be involved with the organization, the whole thing. So tell us how they can participate in the gala, and tell us how they can be involved in stopping by the facility, that sort of thing.
Right. The main way to get involved is to go to our website, www.incudingkids.org, and there on the main page is where you can purchase tickets and fundraise for the event. What's neat is we have an option where you can either buy a ticket or you can just fundraise the amount for the ticket, and then you'll get to go. So that's another neat thing we're doing, because not everyone has, that much money to spend on fundraising, but they would want to do it.
Absolutely.
You can also set up a tour with Aaron. Aaron, do you want to?
Sure, that's fine. If you're interested in learning more about Including Kids, the easiest way is probably just to give me a call, and you can call me at 281-852-0501. And I would be happy to set up a tour. And for me, what I found is that people that come and do a tour, they understand what we do. It makes a big impact.
It was so powerful. I really, really enjoyed the tour. Can't recommend it enough. I want to thank you guys for coming down to the studio. I know it was you made a trip out here and all that sort of thing, and we really appreciate you guys being on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you all.
Absolutely. That's includingkids.org. Get out there, donate today. It's a great cause, great individual, and the children, let me tell you, they make a big difference, and you make a big difference in their lives by doing this as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys again for being on.